selling out is not the American dream. Building a brand so that a global corporation can use your reputation to hide its anti-American, anti-patriarchy, and pro-alphabet mafia agenda is not worthy of celebration. It's sick. No amount of money, security, and attention satiates a weak man. He behaves no differently from a woman. The moment a woman secures a Louis Vuitton bag, she covets a Lena Marks. Get her a Marks, she moves to Fendi. Buy her a Fendi, she must have Chanel. The popularity of securing the bag mindset signifies the emasculation of American society. The bag is a purse filled with money, security, and attention. Women are wired to prioritize money, security, and attention above everything, including freedom. The bag seduces men to act like women. Pat McAfee is the latest example. Tuesday, the NFL punter turned YouTube star officially surrendered his freedom and autonomy to secure the Disney purse. A few years ago, McAfee appeared happy with his Barstool bag. Less than a year ago, he was overjoyed when FanDuel dropped a $120 million bag at his doorstep. He appeared to have it all: financial freedom, total autonomy. A side gig on ESPN's College Game Day, regular appearances with the WWE. But you can't satiate a weak man. Disney stocks the trendiest bag. So this week, McAfee abandoned his FanDuel deal and joined forces with the most corrosive cultural force in America, ESPN/Disney. He joined the groomers, the makers of cartoons and movies intended to sexually manipulate the identities and worldview of children. He joined the race baiters, the sports network that specializes in stirring racial division. It's arguably the weakest and most disappointing move in the history of sports. It makes LeBron James's decision to take his talents to South Beach and team with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh seem as courageous as storming the beaches of Normandy. But let's don't stop at sports. McAfee's cowardice rivals General William Hull's 1812 decision to surrender Fort Detroit to a small band of British soldiers and Indians. Hull's white flag cost us all of Canada and nearly cost Hull his life. President James Madison pardoned Hull of treason and a death sentence. Why am I so hard on Pat McAfee? Because he has enormous financial security, a bevy of suitors, and he's only 36 years old. He's supposed to be as fearless as Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson, and Elon Musk. We're in the era and time where real men are prioritizing freedom over worldwide approval and money. Rogan has stood his ground and continued to do a show that exposes truth. Carlson walked the green mile at Fox News rather than water down his wildly popular show. Musk, with his purchase of Twitter, has risked his reputation and a large sum of money to protect free speech. Yesterday, when a CNBC interviewer questioned Musk about his criticism of George Soros, a globalist spending millions of dollars to radically change America, Musk refused to back down. The interviewer even insinuated that Musk's critique of Soros could be construed as anti-Semitic. Take a listen to how Elon Musk handled his interviewer.
You know, do your tweets hurt the company? Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position because, and I know it because he shares so much of it? Or are there advertisers on Twitter that Linda Yaccarino will come and say, you gotta stop, man, or, you know, I can't get these ads because of some of the things you tweet?
You know, I'm reminded of the scene in The Princess Bride. Great movie.
Great movie.
Where he confronts the person who killed his father. And he says, Offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
That is what a man sounds like. Masculinity values free speech and truth more than money, security, and attention. ESPN and Disney are the enemy of masculinity, free speech, and truth. ESPN is the worldwide leader in promoting the matriarchy, the LGBTQ plus agenda, and racial idolatry. The network dropped the bag on McAfee for his bro show to serve as a beard for Disney's real agenda. McAfee's sellout move is being celebrated across the internet. He's being hailed as an amazing success story. He went from NFL punter to broadcasting superstar. It's allegedly the American dream. Selling out is not the American dream. Building a brand so that a global corporation can use your reputation to hide its anti-American, anti-patriarchy, and pro-alphabet mafia agenda is not worthy of celebration. It's sick. McAfee can't plead ignorance. He can't deny what ESPN is doing by saying, I just talk about sports. I'm not political. ESPN doesn't just talk about sports. ESPN is explicitly political. ESPN is explicitly racially divisive. Disney and ESPN have chosen a side on the transgender issue, which directly impacts how the network talks about men who pretend to be women and participate in women's sports. McAfee knows why ESPN dropped a bag at his door. McAfee's white male-dominated show is intended to be a dog whistle to the white male traditional sports fans who have grown tired of Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins, Ryan Clark, Jalen Rose, Molly Karam, Elle Duncan, and Malika Andrews constantly pushing the white man is the devil narrative. McAfee is too cowardly to get in the ring with ESPN's army of race baiters. Will Cain used to do it. He got tired of the role and left for Fox News. White former NBA guard J.J. Redick has occasionally sparred with Perkins and Smith on First Take. But ESPN doesn't host real fights, not on the issues that matter. ESPN lines up tomato cans to fight their race baiters and pays white men such as Mike Greenberg to sign off on the racial division or ignore it. McAfee will be paid handsomely to ignore it. That's what sellouts do. I can hear my critics right now. They will claim I'm jealous of McAfee. I'm not jealous. I'm disappointed. He can't muster the courage to even pretend to be courageous. Dan Le Batard and Bill Simmons muster the courage to pretend. Yes, they play woke to stay on the good side of social media, but at least they chose independence over obeying Disney commands. Disney is directly pursuing kids. The wickedness of Disney is obvious. Its strategy related to McAfee is just as obvious. McAfee is a weak man. He's no rebel. He's Joe Biden.